I rode him harder and harder. And suddenly for a moment, I dreamt of my brother in place of my boyfriend.
Felt his body shaking when he touched me, and I realized in that moment he was wanking to me with his other hand.
Then when he finished, I let dribble out of my mouth onto his member, and I began deep throating him and blowing bubbles. You can do that. It was super fun. As I was Hi guys, welcome back to yet another amazing episode on Trio KE. If you are new or if you are seeing us for the very first time, kindly feel at home. Karibu Kiti. Consider subscribing, following us on socials at Trio Kenya on TikTok, the Trio KE on Instagram. I am the one leading today's episode. My name is Sharif at Simply Sharif to my left.
And my name is Ian Cashmore. Don't forget to follow me on my socials. Ian Cashmore on Instagram, Ian Cashmore on TikTok, and Ian Cashmore on LinkedIn. This just itakuwa inabidi nimesema niko LinkedIn.
Ati nini?
LinkedIn.
Huyu wako Instagram. And I'm Danny CJ now. Hata mimi, you can follow me on my socials at Danny_CJ, I think everywhere.
Najua nimenote kwa every episode yani akiintroduce wanasema Danny.
CJ.
Like Danny.
You have to say it. You can't just say Danny CJ. It's Danny CJ. There's a vibe, you know.
So guys, as you can see, we are doing sexual As you can see from the title of the episode, we are doing sexual confessions. And you might wonder, why are we doing sexual confessions? This is because after the previous episode, sexual confessions, you guys really loved hearing other people's secrets. Walipenda sana
but unajua nini ya watu emotion ya mtu mwingine
ni tamu
it's something to do with sexual. Like, they love walipenda hiyo.
Hata ulipenda?
No comments.
Yeah, so allow us to get into the episode. We are going to be reading some sexual confessions. So we went on the internet and got some of your sexual confessions, and that is why we are here to read them. Do you begin or do I begin?
Moderator.
Nianze. Let me read the first one. How I slept with my cousin. And I don't know if you guys have noted, there's a trend
squeezy kwani cousin si nini tumekuwa Alabama.
Like psycho
it's not a big
imekuwa si kama hata ni it's like a trend that is there.
But it happened
like
it happened kitambo, and it's still kwanza kuna watu like they even marry their cousins. But for the Christians, I don't know how you guys are, but I know it's not allowed. You know, like that one, it's so direct. No. But sasa okay, continue first.
Wacha nisome yote then we get into it. How I slept with my cousin. We both went one day and we were discussing about sex and stuff. So she was talking about how other men dick doesn't satisfy her. Then I told her that I trust myself. She's too small for me. So I asked her if she wants to confirm that she should and lap dance me. The next day she came visiting while my sis and my little bro was around, so I took her to my room. Both my sis and bro and little bro were focused on a Korean movie they were watching, and her room was opposite mine. So I took my cousin to my room. She gave me this romantic look. Immediately I asked her to lap dance me, and immediately my dick rose so hard. I gave her the best knack of her life. We went, is this 5 rounds? 6 rounds? we went, I don't know how many rounds that day. She came back for almost every time till I realized what I was doing was wrong and decided to stop.
Hakuna anajua it's wrong after all those nini kitu ya mistake you will realize
you can't say time.
Yeah, exactly. Actually, you've done it, and you're, oh my God, what am I doing? And you're still doing it.
No, but at least I may realize it's wrong. I may
late. Na siku hizi nimekuja kuona ako ka trend, but the last one you were reading the other
cousin, they also
it's still
they
had and they did
times,
the same thing. Unajua sika kama kosa kamoja.
Yeah.
Imagine 1 to power, I don't know what.
Me, I just don't get it how tumefika hapo pa cousins. Like
ni kama siku hizi cousin ni kama si cousin.
Lakini cousins hapana. Me, though I can say it depends how
close you are with the cousin.
And by close, I don't mean your personal relationship.
Like,
I mean like
family.
Is it a first cousin? Is it a third cousin?
Fourth, fifth.
So you will do it with your far cousin.
Okay, probably you've done it with your cousin and you don't know.
This
one they know it's my cousin.
Ndio tunasema if it's a far na labda hata mjuani nyinyi cousin.
So you will be okay.
Sasa kaa ujui
nakwambia like hapa kwa confessions.
No, sasa you want to meet me. Wachana na confession. Me, I'm saying now, imagine if I meet with somebody, you guys have sex, then later siku moja familia yenu iamue kufanya kifamilia kidhagari kimoja kikubwa chenye kila mtu atakuja. And you see your cousin chilling there.
That one is understandable.
When you've never heard about this story, watu kumbe they are like literally siblings, ni venye like the father and the mother they split, akaenda wapi,
mwingine akaolewa
sijui huko. They have a direct linkage. Now siku ya introduction ya the parents
ndio
wanakuja kujua wako like wait what,
and now they can't get married.
Okay, that one it's
hapo utafeel aje?
It's good. Sasa avoid some
avoid nini?
Sina jonga yenye wanasimanga, though I don't know
biology
that if you have a son or a
daughter have
deficiencies.
It happens but it's also similar to the cousins but close.
Yeah, close sana. But nisimi have heard of cousins who have had intercourse and they've had a child and the child is okay.
When you hawana blood relationship, I think karibu. The fathers, okay, cousin maybe we uko na damu ya this your father's side, and then your mother ndo brother ya huyu cousin yako, so na yeye huyu ako na damu ya hii.
Huyo amko related, you know, si cousin kama wati babangu na brother yake then cousin, so
you share the same blood, and your cousin mwenye
we are from my dad side,
you have the same blood,
but two cousin wa hii.
That's why the distant ones, ama how the Muslim do, hata sijui, but I don't think wanawanga like the immediate
true
it's far.
We can have another confession.
So mine says
nona ni refu,
my brother thought I was asleep. Let's assume it's a step brother. I wanted to get one of the instances that happened with my older brother off my chest. Something had gotten into him then after his girlfriend broke up with him because he had been a little clingy to me since then. One day I was woken up. One day I was woken up. One time in the middle of the night, my room was so dark, but I could tell someone was in my room with me. I was kind of scared at first, but my eyes adjusted and I realized it was my brother. I was relieved to know that it was him. It was him because he makes me feel safe when I'm around him. Okay, we are getting somewhere. I was still sleepy and I didn't know what he was doing, so I closed my eyes again. I heard him sigh, and a couple moments later, I felt him take the blanket off my body. I felt my heart starting to beat. because I didn't know what was going on, but I kept pretending I was asleep.
To start
Do
with,
you know that cafe? That
ile ya pretend you're asleep. Nilikuwa nataka kusema I love the way anatupea hiyo story with the
you can picture already. Unaona hivi blanket
anatolea hapo tu.
I felt his hands touch my stomach and then trace my waist underneath my shirt, where his hand finally rested on my knee. He held it for a moment, then squeezed it gently and started playing with my knee.
Nipples.
Yeah, mnafuatilia hizo.
Say it.
I felt his body shaking when he touched me, and I realized in that moment he was wanking to me with his other hand. I felt goosebumps rise on my skin as he touched my build, and I felt my knee getting wet, my kid. I really liked the I really liked the way he was making me feel. What do you mean? Then he got adventurous and he put his hand down my soaked knee.
Kitty.
He rubbed me over my panties first before sliding his hands into them. I remember his hand was so cold, but I felt better than I ever thought anything could. He started rubbing my clit, and I took everything in me to stop moaning. After a couple of minutes, he stopped. I heard his breathing quicken and felt a warm liquid squirt on my stomach, which I can assume was obviously the yegate. I felt so conflicted over the whole thing because it felt really amazing and I wanted I want it to happen again. But he's my brother and I also feel bad that I want that from him.
Yo!
Nimepitisha all stages of
Kwanza niwaambie like at least hawakufanya sex. Like, you know, at least you see the nini.
Hakusema ali slide.
Ni mkono tu and he was one masturbating.
That's already bad. That's traumatizing.
The sister.
Na anataka hiyo trauma.
The sister is like, I wish.
Let's assume it's a stepsister. It can't be a biological.
Labda ni biological.
But it's so.
It can't be a biological sister.
Like sasa tena wanakaa hapo tuseme dining table, they're eating food, mnaangaliana.
It can be. It can be. It must be a step.
Why can it be?
It can be. Na hata kama ni step.
Have you ever heard of that?
Yeah.
Their
fathers
who sleep with their kids.
Daughters.
No, hata kama ni step, it still doesn't validate the point that this
at
should have happened.
Unajua step, kuna step mi uona ina make nini. There was a movie I was watching. These people were in love. They are step, but they didn't know they are step siblings. But sasa ni venye the father, by the time the father and the mother, not that they were married ama nini. They were together, yani walikuwa pia wana date at the same time wao wana date.
Oh, and they didn't. Oh,
you see now wanakam kukua step
wakalinkiwa. Oh, okay, that's
na kimbali because huyu alikuwa na bibi yake akakufa.
Una alikuwa na
bwana yake.
So wao wameanza kudate na hao wengine
you don't share a same mother, you don't share a same father. So
wako tied to na hiyo.
Hapo is there anything
that one okay. To start with wamejuana almost at the same time. It's not like they started dating when wazazi walianza kunini. So that one I guess it's kind of understandable.
And they are not related in like
and our share
inaingia na hiyo. So hiyo ni lakini ya brother sister.
Maybe I'm finding it hard to believe. Like for a biological one,
imagine it's
not even you can't even
brother say
at least a cousin.
This one is small sister, like she's young. Ama
say alisema older brother.
The brother is older.
So me I feel like this brother is wrong. Don't kind of take advantage. Unajua labda kawa inaweza kuwa ni kastana
na
kastana kanaingia like adolescent like kwake you don't know like this.
Huyu mwenye anaandika hii confession I'm very sure ako kitu kama 19.
Si ana confess, unajua na confess after some, unajua confession sometimes take time.
Then that is sasa hiyo that's a serious case.
Wanafaa wawe committee.
I think alikuwa na
wait, sasa the brother wanted kujifanya ni sleepwalking. Cause and the sister na yeye anajifanya.
The problem is why wouldn't the sister like
enjoy sasa
the sister is okay. Face it. like amwambie
Unafanya
what are you
nini?
doing?
So ukiulizwa nani ako na makosa kwa wote wawili?
Wote. Sasa the sister sasa anasema ana wish ingeendelea,
alikuwa
anatamani.
anataka.
So hatuwezi piga mtu yote.
Hapa hakuna mwenye. No, anyway hapa haturushie anybody mawe,
Yeah.
but you know, I don't know if
we listen but we don't judge.
yeah, we listen but we don't judge.
Yeah.
Let me read another one. Hey, I saw my brother watching me get fucked.
So
Aliona
Sorry.
brother yake
Akimwona,
akimwona
yeah.
This happened a couple days ago when my boyfriend was fucking me doggy style. It was amazing, but then I saw him, my brother, peeking through slightly opened door with his hand in motion, like he was jerking off. I knew I should have stopped, but it turned me on more than
That's
ever.
not the problem.
It turned me on more than I ever was. My brother watching me naked getting fucked. I made my boyfriend lay in bed and started riding him, giving my brother complete view of my naked front body.
Yeah.
I rode him harder and harder. And suddenly for a moment, I dreamt of my brother in place of my boyfriend. I came right there with one of the most amazing orgasms I've ever had. But it didn't stop. I rode him for some time and then took his member in my mouth, deep throating him until he came in my mouth. There's something about these sibling dynamics nowadays. What is happening? Watu wanapikiwa nini kwa chakula? Because what, no, I get it. Maybe the brother, no,
yeah.
Nisa, okay, the brother could have been
curious,
watching.
Yeah. If it's a curiosity,
yeah, or nile tu kuchungulia then anaenda. Sasa brother hapa anachungulia.
Na yeye pia huyu akiona anawachiwa
anakuwa more turned on. Mpaka sasa anafanya anaturn vizuri ili brother aone uchi wake wa mbele.
Shut up.
I think ni kashida like kuna konga na shida ya watu wana
but they can it be a mental
illness na shida kama hiyo
inaweza kuwa
kuna movie like watu wame like sex inakuwa ni shida sasa like it's a like inafanya
no sex being there is not the issue sema
like
sex
with
siblings
it's giving our when walikuwa wanasemekana
unajua si normal sex
you know like but they were not okay mentally. These cases of the Menendez brothers.
They were okay mentally. Wacha kuwaingililia hapa.
No, if at all they kissed at that point, they were not okay. They had just murdered them.
Yeah. And they were walking around in the house naked, looking at each other's.
Like it's not a
normal brother relationship.
Like kuna konga na watu wanakonga that close, yani unaweza brother yako sister yako ana change nguo, mko hapo mna change pamoja,
mnaangaliana, mnashikana, mnakisiana ndio. Honestly, by that's a psychological problem. You can't be that comfortable with like your sibling. Hey, do we go to the next one? You have one.
Na kuwatch before you go to the next confession. Kuna place nilikuwa like nilisikia watu wakisema like wanaweza lipa ama wanaweza taka kuwa in a place where they are watching people have sex and you're just watching. Like what is your view on that?
It's the same na kuwatch porn anyway.
Lakini sasa it's not
I can watch.
Like people having sex live like now you are there watching.
Why can't I watch?
See, it's not a bad experience.
I won't pay to watch but I'll watch. Why won't I watch?
Why wouldn't you?
Yeah, tipo hata mimi kwa na something sijui nilikuwa na niona naweza penda kuona like nilikuwa atakuwa sasa nilikuwa juza is am I normal?
You are not, but like it's okay.
I'm not.
No, mi hata kama watu wanataka kulipa wanione. Me it's okay. As long as I'm securing the bag.
Okay, then I watch.
Like watch.
Guy, kwanza kuna hii ni
like kukwe na ka stadium mahali tunaenda.
Kuna kama vile kunakuwa na wrestling. Watu wanapigana kwa film. Sasa sisi tuna watch tu watu waki have sex.
It happens. Si ukishakuwa na Olympics. Ukishakuwa na mock sex Olympics. Like not at easy or not haikuwa ati part of the real Olympics. Ilikuwa tu watu walikuwa wanafanya tu sex Olympics. Like you just come in like
Okay, that's why it's something nice to explore, you know, to
there's something kitambo I've ever seen. Ilikuwanga a game. Ilikuwanga game ya would you rather. Would you rather your parents watch you having sex or you watch them?
Tulijibu. Tukasema heri sisi tuonekane.
That's it. That's like sasa umefanya
utablit.
Imefanya ni
ametriggeriwa.
Of course it's easy. Kwani wewe wakikuwatch the worst.
Lakini okay, pia kuochiwa pia
it's not that bad. Kwanza if you are like uko mkubwa,
wali wani watch.
Obviously. Hakuna nzuri but it's just that. Hebu give us another confession because tumeanza kuconfess sisi wenyewe. Oh my god.
Ni kama tu watu wana acting like pornography. Na sasa wakitoka in the outside in the real. Like unajua kuna wazazi wanajua mtoto wangu ni OnlyFans. Like hata ameweka kwa social zake. Like sasa unajua sasa wazazi wamewatch.
No, they don't. They won't. They know that's what you're doing.
They won't watch.
But they're not like watching.
Imagine they won't watch.
Okay, though as you watch.
Yes, you watch. Sasa atawatch aje.
Najua na post to snippet. Tunapo yana posting it to snippet. This is if you want the full video.
Do you post this?
Does he watch OnlyFans creators?
Acha tunasikia za snippets hata si bwana juu.
No, kwani unanga friends like wana posting such nini?
Wapi? Wana post wapi?
Let's continue.
Hii tutaongelea behind the camera.
We have a lot to debunk.
Cause
This cannot
like see yako unavyosi tuna post like na unavyosi tuna posting it YouTube like ka snippets. Spare na post data post ka snippets.
No, Ian, you are talking with a lot of nini.
It's like you know what you are talking about.
Mimi niache.
Haya, give us one. Ndio utajifunika uso hivyo shwari.
Amnioni. No,
it's long.
Right. Natafuta
fupi.
Well, lakini si mbaya.
Okay, at least.
I got caught giving a nini BJ.
Okay, it's not bad.
That's manageable, honestly.
Yeah.
Last night, my friends and I went out to a few bars, and while we were at one of the bars, a guy really caught my eye, and so I walked over to him and we started chatting, and one thing led to another. The script is very new. So I asked if he wanted to dance. We made our way to the dance floor and I really started to get into it. As I was grinding on him, I felt that he was getting hard. So I turned around, put my arm around his neck and slid my hand down and started to rub his nini.
Member.
And I whispered into his ears, "What are we going to do about this?"
Ameweka nini quotation? I like the description.
He looked so embarrassed and kept saying, "Sorry, this doesn't happen," or blah blah blah. I just giggled and said, and it's not blah 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 in case no. I just giggled and said, sure. Anyway, after a few more minutes of dancing, I turned back around and told him, "Come on, let's go somewhere to take care of this." He looked surprised and in disbelief, so I grabbed his hand and started walking towards the exit. I took him to my car and we got into the back seat and I undid his pants and pulled it out and started going. Wanaita go to town squeeze.
And started going to town. Yeah, okay.
After a little bit, had some laughter. Okay, this is great. Had some laughter and then there was a voice say, "Get it, girl." I looked up to see a few girls and a guy standing there, so I just gave a wink and smiled and went right back to work. We made our work. He finished shortly after. I wiped off my face, fixed my makeup, then my hair, and went back into the bar like nothing happened. But this is a normal hookup.
At least our siblings, for the first time tumetoka kwa ma family members. So do mama family members ilikuwa imeanza kuwa tuma. I think I like her. She's bold.
I mean, no, that one nice.
And she has a car. She took the person to the car, to her car.
And then they saw people hadi akawawingia na akarudi kazi.
Sasa wanaume get it, girl.
And I didn't know you guys are calling BJ going to town.
The what? The hookups that we were saying.
Yeah.
Typically, this
even
is
going happening, you chipo somebody from the car.
in the washrooms, like nini hata mkiwa mmekaa like hapo tu.
But alcohol is bad. Not just like kesho atamka akijuizana what did I do now?
No, this girl is not.
Who are regret? Mtu anasema alimaliza na akarudi ni kama
nothing happened.
Kwanza anasema I got back to my work.
Take over.
Tunaweza sema alcohol is a sex driver.
No, apparently I had alcohol kwa wase wengi, sana sana ladies. It arouses them.
Like, okay, inakuweka some mother.
Yeah. But for dude, is it really the same? Like, does alcohol really arouse dudes? As me, because story mingi nimesikia ina arouse more women.
There's a guy alikuwa anasema like yeye haistaka hata hazi enjoy sex when he's drunk.
Mmejaribu red wine?
Like having sex with red wine.
What do you mean? Like no, like red wine
like
drink fast.
Like you take it through the mouth.
Tunaongelea nini?
Umesema what are you talking about?
Red wine.
No, mimi nilikuwa nimeuliza like tunaweza sema alcohol is a sex drive. Yani
kinda.
Yeah, sasa Sharifa akaanza kusema kuna watu
sana
it depends the level. Kunywa makali unatakanga kuzima, you can't even be active. And it's some level, but the first few shots unaona times zinaanza ku report. Unasikia mwili kererem kinini
kererembe napatwa na flashbacks.
Acha niwaona akiona status akishapiga pombe anaanza tu kufikiria
nani.
Mimi hata napata flashbacks.
Wewe kuna all type of nini
friends, see content
like unajua mimi nakuwa like my friends wanakuanga wild like unaonanga tu like vitu funny
who are your friends
like status like si watu friends tu
wanaposting so hizo
hata hizo acquaintances
so hata hizo snippets anasema za OnlyFans
not friends
ni just people you know
like iko tu random like mtoto okay not friends but I'm sorry
we friends is a heavy nini.
Nilikuwa naambia mjaribu red wine.
What does red wine do?
It's good
when having what or when doing what.
Acha kujifanya.
You see red wine?
Which one specifically? I think I might need to get a bottle.
I'll write you an email.
Oh, thank you.
Recommendations.
Yeah. But that one, as in how lewy.
Wine drunk, you know wine drunk is not like makali drunk.
Something like blunts unakuwa mlazy. Like uko slow, you get.
Yeah.
Pia available by days active. But anyway, I'm not paid to nini.
You are not marketing. Hey, I have so many. Miata's doing is so many. Which one have I not read? I kept sucking after.
I watched my sister's boyfriend shower.
Jesus Christ, there's something with these families.
No, but at least that one is not as bad.
Able to scare in a lead or
the sister. I think it's sisters. Or it's the brother. You can never know. When I was 18 and still living at home, I once accidentally saw my sister's boyfriend. What? So in bed or what? We had one bathroom and he was staying over at the time. He was 20 and athletic and handsome. As the young brother, I always had a crush on him. Wait, what? One day though, he was in the bathroom and he didn't lock the door. I had my headphones on and opened the door and there he was naked. He had such a nini.
A big nini, you know.
I had seen a few high school boys before, but this was a man. He was soft, So, and it dangled, water flowing off it. I remember he had
Just say
no, I stood staring for a minute frozen.
Acha mimi nimalizie wewe hautatupea chai. He was soft and it dangled, water flowing off it. I remember he had a huge head. I stood staring for a minute frozen, horny and scared. It was then I noticed he was smiling at me. I was busted. I squealed, apologized, and closed the door, so embarrassed. Years later, he is my brother-in-law. We joke about it at family functions, but he doesn't know I still masturbate over his meat.
This is so explicit. Hii kama mteka nini PG.
Well, you're definitely PG rated.
First of all, the elephant in the room.
Where is
Not
it?
the elephant.
Elephant. What elephant are we talking about?
Like it's a brother now. It's not like the sister seeing the brother. Like
the brother seeing the sister's boyfriend.
So he was just 18, so he was confused and
maybe probably alikuwa ana explore like the whole
queer masturbate now. So
still masturbate
to it up to now.
Kinda.
So it might be
and maybe he's even married.
Labda discover amejua ni
ama bado hajui, but
do you know those people who are in denial? Okay, but that's a whole other video. Nikianza hiyo sasa
hatutamaliza.
Maybe he's married but still in denial, but
the brothers, the sister, no, the sister's boyfriend.
Or the
cause unaona tumeambiwa sister's boyfriend ali smile back, yes, na ka smile back,
like guess what,
so pia yeye
there is something there, yeah,
ama his bi, okay, we don't know. Also both of them
we need more info on this.
Yeah,
but how comes they still joke about it?
Sinakwambia, so in probably the
inaweza kuwa the huyu jamaa aliona aka nikatoto akasema
then akiwaka kengine kadogo kalichukulia serious.
Unaona Johnny boy so hazi kwa so much into it.
This is the same way there are people who are walking naked in high school. And they don't feel like anything.
Sana when we used to go to drama festivals. Do you remember there is that we went, Ian was there?
No,
Ian wasn't there. I was shocked. Have you ever been shocked?
Daniel was going to the washroom.
That story niliwapigia mimi. I was terrified. So people are so free. Unajua kuna free level too much.
Hiyo ilikuwa
but already ningeona tu in red flag. Juu hapo tu kulikuwa na watu they are bathing outside. Literally.
Kwa noga tu nje.
Na you know wanakusalimia tu ukipita
kwenda jao.
So mimi our school was better, at least it wasn't like that.
Yeah.
So me I was like, what the fuck?
What is happening?
Like what's happening? So to make matters worse, I found the losers in adults.
And the person was
person was down and alikuwa ananigotea hivi. I felt I didn't know what to do.
Long call. Sasa brother.
You're like, yo.
So hapo utasalimika.
It's so even
awkward. What do you do?
Like I think ni vitu.
Ushai freeze utaki kutoka immediately.
Uwezi kimbia.
Na kama wanafahamu mbona basi unajua ni okay kwanza like najaribu kuelewa labda sasa hivyo wako open and unakubali the other guy to see you like naked and you're okay. Mbona sasa vitu kama kuhagiana sasa inakuaga an issue kama already
by the way
fika hiyo point ya it's okay kama umeniona hivi. Mbona sasa tukiwa nje kuhagiana it's
inakuwa
issue like
you know
so
it's the society that is enforcing an issue.
But what when you are the society, you are the society.
Young Cashmore 2024 not now. But you see those people when they are innocent na hawafikiri anything, those people interiors no kwa Eldoret no kwa Wamasai. Kwanza those people from interiors that you know they hold hands like this
kwa barabara.
Na shule yetu kuna Wamasai.
You've not even
wanatembeanga kwa wameshikana.
Yeah, even
hata hivi.
I've seen people even on CBD.
Yeah.
They're okay.
And now waogopi the way they are being
but it's because their heads are not
hata venye wamegrow
hajatuniwa mtu ukimwona hivi utaanza kupewa stigma au
wamezoeanga
hivyo. It's okay.
kuna jina nisikia zikiitwa sijui what laws. Like hizi laws zenye tumejiwekea kama wanaume. Like ati sasa hatuwezi hug, hatuwezi fanya. There is a girl tulikuwa tunaona. Kuna mtu jana, actually jana akiniambia like she has ever kissed a girl. And you know it's normal.
And they take it by the as
normal. Like actually they take what I discuss mbele ya watu, mbele ya imagine sasa mimi nikisema I've kissed a boy and we have kissed. Unaona sasa penyewe inaweza kuwa it's not like I've done it.
Who said you had?
It's because no unaona.
Do I call you Mr?
Sasa unaona actually inakuja pia nikasema mimi hutumia skincare na face. Wakaanza kusema you see what you have said, do I call you Mr or do I call you Mrs? Like hizo kuchekea laws zenye they are not making sense.
Yeah, I know. I get it's just the way society has been built. We can have one more, Amma?
Yeah.
2 more.
But now that video yani kwanza the perception of the LGBTQI. But
I
that
think we
one is
need a whole other
video.
different video on its own. There's a lot to debunk. Yeah. I kept sucking after he finished. Wewe serious sana.
Na ngoja kusikia.
When I was with my ex.
Watu hata adabu walikosa.
When I was with my ex few months back, I was 21.
Lakini hawa ndio watu wanajudge watu wengi.
Yeah,
and look at how people are doing the most.
Yeah, so I kept sucking after I finished. When I was with my ex a few months back, I was 21. We were just chilling, watching Netflix because we sat before. Sorry.
Sijaget nini wahusika.
Ex bado si gender bado hatujajua so. Before we started getting intimate, I ended up giving him a blowjob and he asked to not stop when he comes. I've never been asked that before, so it was kinda unexpected, but I was into the idea. I love cum anyway. So I was giving him the usual blowjob I do, where I spit all over the member, cup the balls, slap the member on my tongue, swirl my tongue around his tip, etc. Then when he finished, I let the cum dribble out of my mouth onto his member and I began deep throating him and blowing cum bubbles. You can do that. It was super fun. As I was doing this, he was squirming around and groaning. It was very clear that he was loving it and it felt really good. I kept going until he was soft. It was clear that this was the best blowjob I'd ever given him. Plus, I really enjoyed doing it. I so want to give it another go. So I was just wondering if all men are into this. A lot has happened in that confession. A lot of descriptive, vivid description. A lot of vivid description.
Ningetaka kusema according to my personal nini, lakini siwezi ongea hivyo, but
one thing we've not gotten to know the gender of this person, so could be anybody. Could like hatujajua ni
but we know one is a male.
We know the one getting sucked is a male.
But as long as that one inamfurahisha, unajua labda maybe tukua tunasema ukijua like when you're doing sex and you find something inakufurahisha, you know, like when you have those.
Yeah, no, unaona alikuwa anasema huyo mtu ndiye alimwambia aendelea.
So I think ni alijua what makes him feel.
Yeah.
So for me I think it's okay.
Me hata siwezi judge.
Like hiyo iko sawa. Me
what's your point? You are rather silent.
Mimi nimemjudge.
Why?
Your point ya bubbles.
Wait, you can do that?
Yeah, it's hata sisi tunasikia for the first time.
But
anyway, exploring your section.
Yeah, people just explore
okay.
it. Yeah, and again
lakini watu wa kitambo sasa ndio wakisikia.
Lakini unaona na explore na ex wake.
Sasa labda na current. Yeah.
Sasa si waliachana.
They just split up, but like their exes, but
they still meet up. They are friends with benefits as exes.
Anyway, majority of the exes do that. And not bubbles.
Oh.
Like they still at one point or another. Kama kwanza hamkuachana in a bad nini, no. I'm not talking about anyone. Like mliachana, you know, ile still in love but mna deny nini.
Bado mtafanya kitu.
Mnaweza
later.
Eva una mtu.
There's a very
If ni wote bado chances takuwa open.
Hata mmoja akwenda. It's the same issue. You know the way they say baby mama akipelekea the baby daddy mtoto, hata kama baby daddy this baby mama akona new husband. Most likely there's something that is happening.
Yeah. Well, before you date mtu, kuoneshana like you have stayed with this person for like some time and you have had sex with this person. Like as in kidate mtu ili saa kuwe ex, before mtu akuwe ex. So you have done all this sex stuff. And there's something you did to them, yenye hadi kafanya ukamdate. So even hata mkiachana, there's something bad though.
Yeah, me-exploiana each other.
Anajua things zenye mtu mwingine
sex-wise. Probably, ukiget into a new relationship, you'll be teaching that somebody something. Now mwingine already.
Sasa the ex anajua everything. Anajua hata kama upenye this, that lady mwenye nasema keep on sucking. Sasa kuna mwenye sasa anajua hivyo ndo anapenda. Si lazima ambiwe. So unasasa like,
yes, sasa maybe with the current.
It's true. Yeah. So
last one? No.
We have been traumatized enough.
The last one. This is the last one. I sex chat with my best friend's brother. And it was amazing. He didn't know it was me. So like I said in the title, anyway, he was 1 year younger than me, but I knew him when he was like 14. He became more like a man when he grew up, acting all like a fuck boy. Kinda find him attractive, but he was my best friend's brother. I did not want to do anything stupid with him, but one night while I was feeling a bit horny, I saw his Insta account followed on my other account. He followed back, we chat for a bit, he started getting all hot and sent me a pic of his abs. It was so sexy. We started to send each other nudes and videos. He had such a nice member. If he was not my friend's brother, I would let him fuck me. But I want to be respectful to my friend, so he never knew it was me. But whenever I go over to their house, I would get all horny in their bathroom because it's where he sent me his nudes and jack off videos. He was big.
Okay. So the fact that they are not
at least thing they are not siblings. Na at least amepea best yake the heshima.
Hebu niulize, can you allow your best friend to date your
brother or
your sibling?
Sina shida.
It's okay. So
lakini kama unajua your brother or sister ni like fuck boy, fuck girl, like
it's good.
Your sibling ama your friend or fuck
any
boy.
like if you know any of them ana character yenye itaumiza either one.
I'm sorry. This now I say it. It is not possible.
So I cannot allow the date mtu wenyu like.
No, I cannot.
Why?
I can't encourage that.
Why?
A lot of dynamics will change.
Like what?
Yeah, but a lot of the a lot of friendship dynamics will change. Because every time you guys will be having problems, atakuwa in the middle.
That's not.
Na sasa uko stuck in the middle, you're not sure, do you become a brother or do you become a friend?
Najua me I have mwenyana, like I have such a friend and they are very like
friend again.
Ian has experienced everything in this Kenya.
Hakuna friends one.
No, lazima saa zingine mimi naongea na watu, hata siongeangi na watu sana. Kwa tunaongea na wao unakutanga wanakuanga they open up like to me more easy. So na yangu hizi stories zenye hizi funny like kuna mtu like tulikuwa tunasema like ako na rafiki yake ana date brother yake and they are sister, so rafiki sasa nao atakuwa auntie yake sasa. Like si atakuwa auntie ama atakuwa bro.
Tuanze iko wapi hiyo kitabu tucho?
No, like
funny
sasa atakuwa nani? Juu sasa
anza umenipoteza.
Like nasema we have a sister. Na
sasa nani? No, nataka kuanza.
Wacha nikueleze pole.
You
acha tupeane kama example.
Okay, your friend.
Friend wa Ian akona brother friend. Sasa friend wa huyu msichana aanze kudate brother. So now they are like evil.
Sasa ndio naweza
kwanza wasichana ni mbaya sana.
Sasa huyu msichana hata wanakuanga more like, so alienda akakuwa more close
na nani
na msichana
na huyo friend yake.
That's it will backfire like shit.
Kitawaramba siku moja.
Sasa unaona nyinyi kuna kitu kuna kitu mnajekiana kwa kichwa like kitu like,
do you know the way
that's why you are single,
like
nani are snakes?
Who? Friends, and not all of them. Like kuna block umejekia. Okay though yenyewe nimeona na mimi sasa
wewe na uko on the extreme
optimist wa uko
on the extreme sana. Ian, I want to imagine that dynamic. It will be so weird because you are torn in between being a friend, you know, and being a brother.
Kama wako na issue sasa inaweza kuwa issue.
Sasa si issue. Your relationship yote itakuwa fucked up.
To start with, that your friendship kwanza itaisha.
It's either you become a sister-in-law or you become a best friend.
Why can't you be best friends kwa
so wote? So wakienda kudakua side ya wakienda kudakua, unaona the normal way ya kudakua ati this side of the family ya nini, it's his family now.
Sasa kama wadakuangi
hakuna familia hata ataenda kucomplain. Okay, akienda kucomplain kuhusu boyfriend yake ambaye ni brother yako.
Kwani nyinyi muongege na kazi yako mnaongea kuna huyu auntie mwenye hampeni huwa na behave hivi. Like ni example.
Unaongea na nani?
Ya kazi ni yako ama like
ndivyo mnaongeanga na kazi swao.
I'm not close to that situation honestly. So hata siwezi relate.
But means the only that you
relate.
Me naona the dynamic definitely will be like very fucked up. Yeah. Yo kitu itaenda ku affect mmoja. Either the relationship won't work or the friendship. One of them has to thrive. They can't thrive.
Friendship iki-fail. Sasa that's inichuki kabisa. Junao ako bond. Unajua yeye ameolewa kwa hii familia and the sister.
I think hapo
chuki zitatokea.
Tena kuna boundaries and balance.
There's no
exactly, you can't now balance those.
Si you can't. Unaweza job kuna some extent I can do this one. Kuna vitu unaweza fanya na wewe, so you balance them and then you make the whole thing come to one unit.
There's a good thing about a friend.
No, Ian,
kama sister.
Hiyo kitu,
the sister with the best friend will always vouch for the brother.
Yeah. Hiyo kitu Ian, hypothetically in theory it looks like it could work. Practically, nah, can't. Guys, please, we have had enough of the Nairobi's confessions. I'd like us to come to the end of this video. I'm sure it's a long one. Thank you very much if you've gotten to the end of this video. We know you enjoy this type of videos. Hata kama ucomment, tunakuona.
Kwanza kama itakuwa na comment.
We see you guys. Just continue giving us the love. We appreciate. We are growing. We really love the support you're giving us. Let me tell you.
And don't judge us. Please don't judge me because I won't judge you. Like we are just like
we listen but we don't judge.
Like we are just
after judging them for
a while. We listen but we don't
like,
judge.
And whatever tunasema si ati
it's not necessarily our opinion, and neither does it reflect the opinions and views of Trio KE as a brand. Thank you very much. Follow us on socials, Trio Kenya on TikTok, the Trio KE, the Trio KE on Instagram. If you would wish to support us in any way, if you love our content, you want us to add more lights, whatever, you want to support us, our PayPal and Till number are in the description of this video. Also, we are very much welcome for any sort of partnership, collaboration, and or sponsorship. The email as well is in the description of this video. Thank you so much for getting this far. Give us a thumbs up, like, share with your friends.
See you on the next one. Bye.